What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Oh, hopefully this works. Alright, I guess that wasn't working. But welcome back to the channel. Walter here. Yeah, day 6. We are gonna be building this heart icon today. And then probably do this video display using iFrame, whatever that is. So we'll probably get these two done, these two labs done, and then yeah, we'll probably finish the rest of this tomorrow or in the next few days or so. And then because I do want to step into CSS. But anyways, yeah, if you guys like this kind of content, feel free to like and subscribe. So let's get into it. We're gonna be working with SGVs and images. I just completely flipped those. 3 tools to consider when using media, such as images, on your web pages: the size, the format, and the compression. Let's talk about the size first. When you're building a website, you'll often style images to display the specific size. For example, you have an image displayed at 640 by 480. The resolution 640 represents the width, while the 480 represents the height in pixels. When preparing your image, you want to scale it to a 640 to match that styling. If you serve an image that is 1920 by 180, you're styling it to be much smaller. You're requiring your users to download unnecessary data. The smaller resolution results in a smaller file size. Alright, that's interesting. So if that is the case, finally you can run your compression algorithms on your image. A compression algorithm is used to reduce the size for files or data. There are options like PNG Crush to compress your images locally, or you can use an online compression tool. However, it's worth noting that specific file formats such as JPEGs are lossless. Lossless means that the original data can be perfectly constructed from your compressed data. If you're trying to compress a JPEG image, it will result in a degraded quality. You should keep all things in mind when selecting images for your web pages. How should you scale or size your images? You should image same scale as render size as the page. Your images should be smaller than the rendered size on the page. Your images should be the same scale. Pretty sure it's that. Never heard of TS. Which file should never compress? JPEG. Let's get it. Alright. Images are considered intellectual property. This means they are protected by copyright regulations, often belonging to the creator. By default, images are released as rights reserved. The creator or publisher sometimes holds a copyright for the image. This means you can't use them for your web page unless you do one of 3 things: obtain written permission from the copyright, purchase a license from the copyright holder, or incorporate the image in a way that it falls under fair use. The third point is a bit tricky. Fair use requires that you use the image in both limited and transformative. Some examples of fair use would be to comment on or review the art or create a parody of the image. Some images might release under the permissive license, like a Creative Commons license or BSD that FreeCodeCamp uses. These images are available to use in your website, but you'll need to read the license to understand the rules. You need to follow these images. For example, you might be required to make a website open source, or you may not be permitted to modify the image in any way. All right, that's cool. What is the default license for images? We just read this and I don't even know. Common license? Creative Commons. That's the only thing that I remember reading on here. Or BSD. I don't know what a BSD is. But which license works best on the public domain? Public domain, Creative Commons zeros. How can you find images that you are allowed to use? Unsplash, Pixabay. I don't know what that is. Oh. So I say. Oh. I would think it'd be one of these two. Creative Commons, public domain, rights reserved. I don't know. There we go. Oh, finally some code. What are SGVs and how should you use them? First, you need to understand how images work. So, common image formats like PNG and JPEG are classified as raster formats. This essentially means that they are pixel-based with a data tracking the color value in each pixel. Large downside of raster-based images is that they do not upscale well. If you try to make a PNG larger, you may have seen it become pixelated or very blurry. An SGV is a different image. It stands for Scalable Vector Graphic. A vector graphic data based on path and equations to plot points, lines, and curves. This is what it means by vector graph. Like SGV, it can be scaled to any size without impact to the quality. Okay. SGV specifically added storing and data into XML. This means you can use them directly in your code, that is raw HTML, with the SGV element. It also means you can programmatically change the color of the image. To change the smiley face to red, enable the editor to change fill yellow to fill red. Where does it say fill yellow? Cool. Alright, the SGV element is the container for the whole drawing. It sets up a space where all the shapes appear. Everything you want to draw with SGV, such as circle, lines, or paths, go into the SGV element. The circle element is used to make a face and eyes. One large circle forms the yellow face. The two small circles make the eyes, and the path element is used to draw the smile. This creates a curved line for the mouth. Each SGV element has attributes that controls its appearance and position within the drawing area. Here are a few examples. Cool. Very interesting. What is a raster image? What is a vector image? It is which stores the path and lines. What does an image store? XML. Cool. Oh, we're about to build this heart icon. Not very excited for this, but you know, you gotta learn it, right? So this is what it's gonna look like. Very exquisite. The previous, I don't even remember what the code looks like now. How do I go back? I don't remember looking what the code. I don't even remember what the code looks like. Okay. Cool. Let's do that then. Start coding. We're gonna do an SGV element. Oh all right. Let's do S. I've been saying SGV this whole time. SVG. I am so sorry. Alright, let's do that. I'm gonna create a path. Okay. Draw the path elements. That is where the D attribute comes in. It is used and draw the numbers. Set the heart attributes D to D equals do that. Cool. Oh damn. All right. Sorry, the code does not pass. Why not? Oh. Sucker. There we go. There we go. All right. Now the height and width. Width equals 24. Height equals 24 as well. Like that. Oh no. Delete that. Should be in here. The view box controls inside the SGV. Okay. Set the starting position. Okay. Simple enough. I mean, they sort of give me the answer up top there, so. Just need to copy this. Add this here. No. Sorry, your code is not. Oh. You're getting there. Oh, I spelled U-box wrong. Go. From here, fill. Oh, that's exactly what we did in the lab. Perfect. Cool. Oh, we'll probably get through a lot of this then. We'll probably get through working with the links and everything. So working with an iFrame element. Oh, look at this. Fancy. So a replaced element is an element whose content is determined by an external source rather than CSS itself. CSS, a cascading style sheet, is used to add a web page. Common examples of replaced elements include the image, iframe, and video elements. With replaced elements, you can control the position or layout of an element, but your CSS cannot directly modify the content of that element. This might be easier to explain with some examples. Consider the image element, which embeds an image on your web page. The element itself is replaced with the external object, the image. Your CSS can control things like the position of the image or apply a filter to it. You cannot change or modify the image itself. More robust examples may be the iframe element, which embeds an external site to your web page. Here's an example of using the iframe element for your popular YouTube video on FreeCodeCamp channel. If you want to see different videos in the preview window, change the value of source attribute to a video of your choosing. Okay. Let's do this. No, don't worry about the extra attributes in the interactive example, like refer, policy, and allow full screen. Okay, most common. So this is just a self-closing. Okay. Enable interactive editor. We'll try that, zooming in and out. Who knows? Okay. This input is considered to be replaced with an element, but other input types like text and emails are not replaceable or not replaced elements. Okay. What can you style in a replace element? Positioning and layout. What is replace element with? And usually another element, an external object. It's a replace element. This? I don't know. Oh, video and embeddeds. Oops. So how do you embed videos into your page using the iframe element? In a prior lesson, you were introduced to the iframe element. In this lesson, you will learn more about how to work with iframe elements. This element stands for inline frame. Why didn't we start with that? But getting back to that, HTML content directly within the HTML page. That HTML content could be a video, map, another HTML element, or other web pages. Here's an example of embedding a popular FreeCodeCamp course from YouTube. To see other videos, enable the interactive editor and change the source value to the video of your choice. Oh, dude, look at all this. iFrame full screen mode. It's also a good practice to type a specific title attribute for iFrame. It's important accessibility. The allow attribute, on the other hand, lets you define what iFrame can and can't do. It's called the allow list. In the example above, adding clipboard write allows the embedded page to write list items to your clipboard. In an allow list, can be separated by semicolons or spaces, can be both used together. Note that the video can come from anywhere. It doesn't have to be videos from services like YouTube and Vimeo. Don't forget to embed a map, another web page, or HTML with an iFrame element. Here's an example of the embedded map. iFrame, because this is the source, is the map. Cool. If you want to embed direct HTML iFrame elements, you have to use source doc instead of source. I don't understand that portion. Is this in? It can't be in JavaScript. Inline frame. Source. Source doc. Cool. So we're gonna build this iFrame link. Cool. That's what it's going to look like. iFrame display video. We're going to have to do an H1. In this video, you use the iFrame by creating an H1. H1. Text iFrame video display. H1. Cool. All right, now create an iFrame. All right, in that iFrame, we will do the width. 60 equals 315. All right, for sure. Here's the source attribute. src equals there we go. There it is. Perfect. And lastly, we're gonna allow cool. Add an encrypted gyroscope to the existing value. Okay. Bam, and get rid of that. Rid of that. It should be good. There we go. Now we're going to next add this attribute. Okay, attribute policy. Then we'll set the for strict origin, one cross origin. No? Oh, we did good. And then now we're gonna do the allow full screen. Attribute you will add. I think it's that. And bang. Should be. Wait, did we complete it? We did. Oh, there we go. Took a while. All right. So we're gonna go into the lab now to build a video compilation page. All right. You should have a main, and as a child of the body, as the only child of the body. Okay. Okay. Main. Okay. And I have an H1. What are we doing? Video compilation. Compilation. H1. All right. Should have a paragraph. P. All right, cool. P. This the one. I don't know. You should have a paragraph. Topics. You should have 3 section elements below your first paragraph. Section. We do this. Actually, let's copy this. Copy. I don't remember how to do it, but whatever. Cool. We'll space these out a little bit so I can see where I'm at. Cool. All right. And each one should have an H2. H2. Up. H2. Copy that. All right. Bam. What we putting in this? Title. I don't exactly know what we're building here, so we're just gonna put title for all of these. Title 3, title 2, title 1. Cool. Then each section should have a P element as well. All right. P. Okay. E1. Copy that. 2. All right. B2. Go. All right. All right, and then now we're gonna have an iFrame. Frame one of those. All right, let's do this. Okay, do that. Let's go. We're gonna take a FreeCodeCamp video.
Welcome back to the FreeCodeCamp.
Do that. Do this. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create an iFrame. Frame, and then src equals go. Width is going to be, let's do 640 by 480. Cool. YouTube refused to connect those hood rats. Let's run these tests. Oh, I should have a title attribute. All right, cool. And then we'll just add the title real quick. Title equals podcast. Podcast number 203 at the time of this video. It's pretty cool, actually. And oh. Bam. Cool. All right. Now, should we go into this? Semantics. Yeah, I think we're going to finish this off, and then we'll complete the semantics tomorrow. All right, so we're going to go into... no. How long have we been doing this? 31 minutes? I think we'll be good right there. So, I know we're trying to go for an hour a day, but I just don't have the time. I'm pretty sure you guys can see that I'm a little sick, but we'll stop there for a little bit, and then we'll pick things back up tomorrow. All right, guys. We'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Learned something with me. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.